This one is going to be a video for the women, and it's going to be a video featuring a woman giving advice to other women. I want to show you the content and then come back and talk about it, because I think it is important for both women and men to understand that it isn't 1975 anymore. It's not 1985 anymore. Fuck, it's not even 1995 anymore. We live in a completely different time now. And the norm doesn't fit everybody. So you shouldn't be made to fit into it.
What's with all the older women saying don't get married? Are they being for real? Does marriage actually ruin your life?
First of all, the word you're looking for is women. You meant to say, what's with all the older women? But you're saying woman instead of women. Woman is singular, meaning one woman, whereas women is plural, meaning many. I don't know, but there's something about this younger generation that is making all of you look illiterate and grammatically untrained, because these are second-grade words, women. And no, I don't think that a lot of older women are telling you not to get married. What they're saying is they're sharing their own personal experience with marriage. And you're seeing many of them tell you that if they were to do it all over again, even though they love their family, they wouldn't get married, especially the ones that did it really young. And I think that's the point that you have to take away from this, because like for me, I personally believe in marriage. I personally believe in domestic partnership. But what me and so many other women discourage is getting married early and young. I say live your life, work on yourself, discover who you are, and experience everything instead of getting married young. Believe me, you will be so much more fulfilled and make so many better choices for yourself when you do decide to get married. Because believe me, you do not want to be stuck in these young traditional marriages where you have no options and you're catering to a man-child that can't do basic adult tasks along with a bunch of kids. None of that sounds appealing. So if you want to get married, I encourage marriage, but make sure that you are independent so that if you and him were ever to divorce, you would be fine on your own. That must be what you have heard from all the older women talking.
And she makes a good point. Too many times, too often, people get married, women get married, and it's a scenario in which, for lack of a better way of putting it, they're taken care of, right? You don't have to work. You stay at home and take care of the kids. I'll work. And if that works for you, that's great. That's awesome. Now, I'm not saying that that's not the way that you should do it, but there are women out there that did that. Their marriage didn't work out, and then they had no options to leave because they couldn't earn money. They couldn't stand on their own 2 feet. They relied on somebody else. And so as the father to 3 daughters and the grandfather to 2 granddaughters, I agree with what she says. Make sure that you can stand on your own 2 feet when you go into a relationship. So if you have to come out of that relationship, you're still standing on your own 2 feet. Yeah, you might have a better financial position once you're married and you have a partnership and 2 incomes and all of that good stuff. But they're not saying don't get married. They're just saying make sure you got you. You know what I mean? And I agree with that. Both people should be able to stand on their own 2 feet going into a relationship, so that if the relationship collapses, coming out of said relationship, both people can still stand on their own 2 feet.